How to set up for a successful week of fat loss. By the way guys, if you're new around here, my name is Landen. I'm an online fat loss coach from Australia. I help foodies lose 5 to 10 kilos in the first 90 days with us on the program without having to cut out their favorite foods or social events, as I believe that if you have something that you can stick to long term, you're going to get results long term. Simple as that. There's too many fad diets out there these days that people are trying, they're unable to stick to, or if they do get results with it, they'll eventually backflip and go back to their old ways because it's not something that fits their life. So if this sounds like something you might be interested in, I've got heaps of helpful tips across my pages. You can check it all out on my YouTube here or on my Instagram at landenquinn.coaching. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. So to start off with nutrition, how should you set up your week for fat loss with nutrition? First of all, let's start with before the week even begins on a Sunday, getting your meal prep done. Doesn't have to be a Sunday, but whatever day works best for you. Most people it's usually a Sunday. Get your meal prep done. Get your meals planned. What are you going to be having for the week? Get the idea in your head of what's going to be fitting your goals. Put it into your calorie tracking app, make sure it's all fitting your goals, and go to the shops and buy the things that you need so you can meal prep. Or maybe you're not going to be cooking and meal prepping. Maybe you buy pre-made meals. Maybe you have like a thing with takeaway. Maybe there's a takeaway near your place that you work out, and you just pick like a healthy option from there each day to help you stay on track with your work lunches. However it is, just have a plan going into the week. What you're also going to do during the week as well is pre-track your day of eating. You might even pre-track your whole week of eating. If your eating is very routine throughout the week, it's basically the same stuff every day, you could just go and pre-track your whole week of eating. And obviously as the days go by, if anything changes, just make more changes needed. That way it saves you the guesswork and on-the-go tracking, and it saves you from having to make so many calorie decisions and doing all the calorie math and all that on the way too. Another thing is social events. Do you have a social event coming up at the end of that week or during that middle of the week that we need to plan for? Preparation for social events should start before the week even begins. It shouldn't start when you're a day out. For example, if we have a social event on Saturday, you got a mate's birthday party or a birthday dinner and you want like an extra 1,000 calories for it, we use an approach on our program called the Calorie Booster approach, which essentially will reduce our clients' calories just slightly in the lead up to a social event so they can bank up some extra calories. So they can use this at the social event and still stay on track and still have the same weekly average total of calories. So it just means that results won't be affected. It's only going to be a small sacrifice that they have to make daily with their calories, so it will be sustainable, and then they'll get to enjoy their social event while staying on track. That's all sorted for nutrition. How about your training? First of all, having an actual training plan in place. If you have an actual training program in place, you are wasting your time when you go into the gym or whatever you do. I know that some people can walk in and think that they're doing all the right stuff, but reality is, even if you do have like a schedule in your mind of what you usually do and like a bit of a routine, I can guarantee you not all the time you're going to remember exactly what weights and the reps and all that you did last time, which means that you are potentially leaving some progressive overload and some gains on the table. You might have forgot that you hit a PB last time, and now the next time you work out, you're not trying for that PB again. You're going for the previous weight that you're doing because you just absolutely forgot that you PB. It could be as simple as that, and you're leaving gains on the table. For most people, I know if they don't have a plan walking to the gym, they will just try and see what's free and look around the gym. And it's very easy to do a half-assed workout, because imagine a day that you don't want to be there. You rock up and the gym's just so busy. There's nothing really free. And you're just thinking, well, what do I do? You might just go walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes to feel like you accomplished something, and then you leave. Or you might get onto one or two machines that you don't really know how to use. You might go really light with it because you're just not feeling it, because the whole vibe of the gym session's down because you're confused on what to do. You don't even know how to do this machine, and it's just a half-assed session. And I know there's some of you out there that do that. I see it at the gyms that I've worked at, even people on their phones, scrolling their phones while doing their workout. I mean, that's just being lazy. That's not really a lack of knowing what to do. Some people have a plan, but they just are lazy executing it. But yes, having a plan is important. Even if you're not going to be at the gym, you can still get results and create this toned look while losing fat and build muscle from home. As long as you're doing resistance training, this is the important thing when you're losing weight, so you can build that sort of lean muscle and create that toned look that everyone's after. Doing home workouts, exact same thing. Have a plan, or have like a YouTube video that you follow that's a resistance training, and have your schedule all lined out. So when I say have your schedule all lined out, don't just say each week that, hey, I'm going to try and go to the gym 3 days this week. When are you going to go? Lock in your days. If you have rotating rosters, look at that at the start of the week and figure out what days are going to work around your roster. If it's the exact same roster as every week, cool. Lock in days indefinitely that you're going to be going to the gym. You're going to get weeks where things might slightly change. Cool. Adapt with it. Or you might get weeks where you're really busy and you might need to drop one gym session just to ease the pressure on you. That's perfectly fine too. It's better than you just waiting to feel like going to the gym, because you're not always going to feel like going to the gym, especially if you're busy with work and you got a bunch of other stuff and life just gets in the way, right? So for the life of you and your results, please just lock it in, pick a time, pick a day, and treat it like a doctor's appointment. It's a priority. You got to go, show up, get results. The last thing I'll quickly talk about before I end is going back to nutrition. Have a plan with your cravings as well. A lot of people fail with their fat loss because they don't include their favorite foods on a daily basis or a regular basis. They're just trying to go absolutely perfect, not touch any sugary foods or anything like that at all, and completely avoid their favorite foods. This is where you get intense cravings, and in a few weeks time you'll think, my plan sucks, I'm not seeing progress, or this is really tough to stick to. You have one binge blowout day and you're like, I'm just going to enjoy my life, I don't want to go back to that plan, and then you reverse any progress made whatsoever. So have a plan. We use our 20-cent shop approach on our program, which essentially just gives our clients a daily allowance of foods that's a controlled portion that fits within their calorie goals, and it's not too much of a portion which is going to affect results. It's a controlled portion so they can treat their cravings daily and still enjoy their foods daily too. If you're on a fat loss plan that you're not really confident in getting results with, or you feel like it could be easier, more sustainable and suited to your life, we offer a free game plan call where we spend 15 minutes dialing down on trying to figure out the most sustainable fat loss approach for you that will fit your life, that still take into account your favorite foods, and that will guarantee that if you follow it, you will lose 5-10 kilos in the next 90 days. If this is something you're interested in or want some more information in, just go to my Instagram at landenquinn.coaching and just message me the word schedule so I know you came from this episode, and we'll get you sorted with this one. If there's any other topics you guys want some more information on, feel free to comment below.